It begins not with a crash, but with a whisper, a quiet, insidious thought that slithers into the space between your heartbeats when you're at your most vulnerable. This is too hard. Maybe you're just not cut out for this. Wouldn't it be easier to just stop? We all know this voice. It is the universal antagonist of human ambition. It visits the athlete whose legs have turned to lead on the final mile, the entrepreneur staring at another rejection email, the student facing a blank page at 2 a.m., the parent who feels they have absolutely nothing left to give. This voice is the very embodiment of the quit, and for most of our lives we've believed its lies. We've treated it as a verdict, a final, unchangeable judgment on our strength, our talent, our very character. But I am here to tell you that voice is a liar. It is not a verdict. It is a test, a primal, fundamental test that every single one of us is wired to pass. This journey we're starting today isn't about empty motivation or just pushing harder. This is a deep, honest excavation into the very architecture of perseverance. This is a masterclass in the single most critical skill you will ever develop: the conscious, deliberate, and compassionate training of your own mind to never, ever surrender. This is the map to discovering a fortitude within you that is unshakable, a resilience that will become the bedrock of your identity. So let's get brutally honest for a moment. Let's strip away all the superhero nonsense. Training your mind to never give up isn't about becoming invincible or emotionless. It's not about slapping a smile on your face while you're crumbling inside. That's a facade, and facades always crack. True resilience is about becoming intelligent with your struggle. It's about becoming a masterful operator of the most powerful, sophisticated instrument you will ever own, your own consciousness. It starts with a single, radical shift in perspective. Right now, in this moment, I want you to reframe your entire relationship with that voice of doubt. When it screams, your ancient instinct might be to scream back, to fight it, to try and wrestle it into a state of silent submission. I'm here to tell you, that is a battle you will lose every single time. You cannot defeat it with force, because it is a part of you. Instead, I want you to become a curious, compassionate observer. The next time that cold wave of "I can't do this" washes over you, I want you to do something revolutionary. Pause. Don't react. Just breathe into it. Listen to it like you're listening to a confused friend. Where do you feel it in your body? Is it a tight, hot coil in your chest? A sinking, hollow knot in your stomach? A pressure behind your eyes? Acknowledge its presence without judgment. Literally say to yourself, "Ah, there you are." There's the feeling of wanting to quit. I feel you. This simple, profound act of naming it, of observing it from a place of detached curiosity, instantly robs it of its terrifying, monolithic power. It transforms this overwhelming, monstrous force into what it truly is: a manageable, transient sensation, a passing weather pattern in the sky of your mind. You are not your thoughts. You are the vast, silent awareness behind them. You are the sky, not the storm. This is the first, most critical step: ceasing the endless, exhausting civil war within your own mind and stepping into your rightful role as its calm, compassionate commander. Now, this compassionate awareness is the essential foundation, the solid ground on which we will build. But a foundation is meaningless without a structure. This is where we move from passive philosophy to active practice, from observation to construction. We are going to build your resilience muscle, and just like in the gym, that requires progressive overload. You don't walk in on day one and try to bench press 300 pounds. You start with the bar. Your mind is exactly the same. We train it not with grand, sweeping gestures, but with tiny, intentional micro-challenges. This is the secret, the absolute core of the training. It's the conscious decision to do just 5 more minutes of focused work when every neuron is begging for the distraction of your phone. It's taking that one extra lap around the track when your lungs are screaming for you to stop. It's making that one difficult phone call you've been avoiding for a week. It's choosing the healthy meal over the comforting junk food when you're emotionally drained. In these seemingly insignificant moments of chosen discomfort, you are doing something extraordinary. You are sending a crystal clear, undeniable message to the deepest core of your being. I am the type of person who follows through. I can handle this feeling. My word to myself is my bond. You are building a private, invisible resume of tiny victories that nobody else will ever see or applaud, but that you will know, in your bones, are true. This is how you forge an unbreakable sense of self-trust. And with every single rep, with every conscious choice, you are physically and irrevocably altering the biological landscape of your brain. You are diligently strengthening the neural pathways of grit, tenacity, and determination, while the old, well-worn pathways of surrender and avoidance begin to fade from disuse. You are, synapse by synapse, choice by choice, quite literally sculpting a new mind, a resilient mind, a mind that knows its own strength because it has been tested and has chosen to hold firm time and time again. And then, one perfectly ordinary day, you will be faced with a challenge that would have once shattered the old you. You will feel the familiar pang of doubt, the ancient urge to retreat and seek comfort. But this time, something miraculous will happen. That feeling will be met not with a surge of panic or a wave of defeat, but with a deep, quiet, and unshakable confidence. A vast internal library of evidence will flash before you, not as a conscious thought, but as a felt sense. All those thousands of times you chose the harder path, all those 5 more minutes, all those times you got back up. The voice of doubt will still be there, but it will be a faint, almost pathetic whisper, completely drowned out by the roaring, undeniable proof of your own capability. You will realize, in a moment of breathtaking clarity, that the mountain in front of you hasn't gotten smaller. You have grown infinitely larger. You are no longer a fragile passenger in your own life, tossed around by every storm of fleeting emotion. You are the captain. You have stood at the helm and navigated the fiercest internal tempests, and you now possess the unshakable certainty that you can do it again and again and again. This is the ultimate power. This is true freedom. It is the freedom that comes not from a life without obstacles, but from the absolute knowledge that you are equipped to overcome them. You have done the work. You have shown up for yourself in the dark, quiet moments when it mattered most. You have trained your mind. Now, go out into the world and live a life that is a breathtaking testament to that training. A life where giving up is simply no longer an option, because it is a choice you have consciously and permanently removed from your menu. If this journey has resonated with you, if you feel that spark of recognition, then pay this feeling forward. Share this with one person who you know needs to hear this message today. Let's build a global army of the resilient, one fortified mind at a time. And for more tools, more strategies, and more community on this path, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Your future, unbreakable self is waiting, and it thanks you.